So I'm doing a special one. It might be a little loud. I'm in the car wash. Oh, I can't flip the camera around. I don't know. I've always enjoyed riding in the car wash. Even as a kid, fuck, it's loud. That was maybe a bad idea. I don't know, I've always enjoyed being in the car wash. Even as a kid, like all the multicolored foams on the window and like the super spinning shit. It was super cool. And now we have all this like fancy lighting. It looks like I'm in a club right now. That sign says Wipeout. Oh yeah. I got the premium one. It was a whole 12 bucks. So we found this awesome loophole. Well, I didn't find it. Chris and Kyle found it. This weird loophole that Blizzard made. So currently, if you want to do the 90 boost to boost a character to level 90, there is a $60 charge. But Blizzard has had this running sale for the whole game. To buy a new account for a whole game for 1 month, it's 10 bucks. And if you take that character and you party him up with the recruiter friend, you get 300% of an experience boost, or a little boost. And then on top of that, it's super ridiculous. And then if you pay for the other account for another month, the other account gets a free month, so you really only pay for one. And then if you pay the other month, which is the 2 more, I guess you get the mount too. Anyway, so this is pretty much just a record, I'm sure, that I've set in my personal time in WoW. We got from level 1 to 58 in like 2 hours. It was stupid. I couldn't believe how much that was gonna happen. And then we played again last night for a little bit, and I got to like 65 in like 20 minutes. And I just, like, absolutely mind-boggling that Blizzard has this set up in such a way that you can just buy another account for $10 and character boost as many characters as you want in a 30-day time span, which is extremely possible because you can do one character to 85 in a day. It takes like no fucking time at all. So as you can see by the video behind me, and if the video is not there and it's just the other video and not me, I apologize. I've got to figure out how to put my face in like the corner so it's like a dual video thing. I'll look it up on YouTube. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Regardless, the video behind me is the bubbling action of mead. I've been making mead for a few years now. It's a kind of a weird hobby that I picked up. It's not necessarily weird, but it's weird for my family and stuff like that because nobody in my family brews anything, nor have they done it before. I've heard stories that years and years ago, a neighbor of my grandmother's made beer, and sometimes when you do overcarbonation, the bottles pop the lids off when they're when it's fermenting, so it sounds like gunshots going off in your garage. Anyways, mead is a honey drink. It's a honey wine. So basically, the base of all meads is honey, wine, yeast. That's all you need. There's all kinds of different variations of mead. You can do like what's called a hydromel. I'm not exactly 100% sure because there's so many of them, but I think hydromel is the one that you have less honey in it, so it makes it a really dry wine. And then, but the one that's behind me is strawberry mead, which is going to be more of a sweet style. I've done other fruits in the past, and they've all come out pretty good so far, so this is going to be another new one. I try to pick something different every single time. The lady next to me is just staring. And then I've done blueberry. I've seen a couple people but like try watermelon mead. That's kind of interesting too. But the bubbling action is because the yeast is eating the sugars that the honey is providing and turning it into carbon dioxide. I had to look that up because I thought it was monoxide. But monoxide's it's the silent killer in your house because if you don't have those fucking little alarms, you die.